Hey, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to whomever is hearing this, wherever they're hearing it. Eventually, with time, I think I can dispel with some of the some of the longish introductions. I was just listening to something and wondering about how all of this is going to work for my channel. So I thought I think I'm going to shave off the top of my head because I'm actually angling this up, but it's really a test run to see how this internal camera, I should say, which is the front camera, actually holds the video quality and the sound quality. Boy, I did a video yesterday that I was really not, no, it was not yesterday, I'm sorry, the day before yesterday. And I was in, the suit for work. And I realized that, boy, after I reviewed that video, how bad it was. I mean, the first one was bad. The second one yesterday morning was better. But in both cases, I had one thing going for me that was not good. Well, I had one positive, one negative. I think the positive was I did the video and I took my chances and I was unafraid. Number two, the bad in both cases was the fact that I did not articulate as well and as clearly as I usually do. I noticed that my lips weren't moving as much as they should be. I wasn't slurring my speech, but I was sort of talking out of the inner part of my mouth, which is not really a good way to communicate with folks, whether you're talking at work or at home with family or friends, because you can be misunderstood or not be heard clearly. So it just sort of started me thinking about this whole communication process that I have to sort of pick up my game. Maybe I've gotten a little lackadaisical about the fact that I've always been told that I have pretty good communication skills, whether it's on camera, whether it's person to person, helping folks out, describing things, training folks. I've done that in my work capacity as well as my personal life for creative things like art and stuff like that and other hobbies and things. But yeah, I was thinking to myself, boy, did I botch that up. And but then I had a third thought that crossed my mind. Excuse me, I'm gonna off frame for a second here. I don't want to spill this cup of coffee I have sitting on the side. My allergies are still, boy, in the wintertime, they act up. And when it gets overcast, where I'm at, out here in the Bay Area, by the way, Northern Cali, that's not a secret. So needless to say, I won't make this long, but I was thinking to myself, what are the ways to raise my game, which hopefully will benefit you if you should be, let me angle this a little bit better. If you should be in your 30s, 40s, and 50s, my designated space to building your channel as I'm doing now, bootstrapping it, as I like to call it, guerrilla style, from the ground up, is make sure that it's not just the audio of the camera, of the device that you're using, but also your ability to articulate what you're saying. For example, given no slurred speech, don't use uncommon phrases that most people would not be aware of, because it's going to leave I wouldn't necessarily say a lingering bad taste in their mouths, but it could feasibly leave a question in their mouth, or in their minds, I should say, about what did he mean by that? What did he or she say about what they were talking about? So just try to use a common, and I don't mean to bring it down in the sense of, I'm a firm believer you shouldn't talk down to people, and you should assume that people are actually intelligent and above, and more intelligent than not. But you should, again, not you, but me, I should be clear enough in my speech so that it transmits my message across and gets it across as clearly as possible. Because communication is everything. The intent of what you try to do versus what the outcome actually is are usually two very different things. And it just boggled my mind that for some reason that just slipped out of my head for the last 2 days. I just was too tired. That's what it comes down to. We're at the 4-minute mark, so we're about to end this. But that's what it was. I was too busy with work, other matters in my life, and I I hit play, and I thought it would be okie dokie, but it wasn't okie dokie. Maybe it was for you, the viewer, or some of you out there, but not for me. I kind of let myself down because I didn't articulate half of what I wanted as clearly as I wanted it to. And then I am literally going to be producing this channel as I go day by day. Every couple of days that I make a video, excuse me, a little sip of coffee early in the morning hits the spot. And as I do this, I want to be able to relate the actual events of the week, of the day. Whether I got this equipment in the mail, whether I went and bought that, what, 3 or 4 new titles I might have come up with for making videos. And I want to be able to transmit that across to you as clearly as possible. And I just felt like I let myself down, excuse me. And I looked at the first video from 2 days ago, and I was a boy. I was speaking, but I kind of looked at myself like, I can distance myself from that video recorded individual. It's almost like it's someone else for me. And I can make an objective decision as to whether that looks okay or a serviceable video or it's really, really bad. And it wasn't horribly bad, but it was bad in the sense that I was not articulating as well as I normally would be had I had enough sleep. Sleep is king and queen. You got to get your rest. Make sure you do that as you start on your path for your channel. Again, my name is Manny, and I'm about to sign off. This is a Right Life Draw, which is a channel about unboxings and so forth, and doing live art and recorded lives of art. And there will be a couple of other things that will be included and brought into the channel with time. But overall, the overarching theme is that it is a channel started by a 55-year-old who's out here on YouTube, trying to make it and move the needle forward for us. So if you're 40-something, 50-something, don't be afraid. Start your channel. Talk about, the hobbies, subjects, and topics that are important to you, that matter to you, that you yourself are well versed in. Anyways, I hope this camera view is actually good with the front-facing camera instead of the back. I had to try it at least one time. So this is a trial run as much as it is a video in and of itself. Demanding of myself better communication. And when I stand here before anyone watching this video, I shouldn't be droopy-eyed and lackadaisical. And usually when I do videos, I'm just an upbeat person. And I have a lot of energy, as folks would say. I've never really lacked for that. And it's not induced by anything. I drink coffee, that's about it. I have a sip in the mornings and or tea. But it's not, I don't do anything else, if you get my drift. Some things will just keep off of YouTube. All right, folks. So again, this is Right Life Draw. Welcome to the channel. And please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the notification bell for updates of future videos. By all means, leave a comment, preferably a creative comment as well. 7 words or more. At least I believe that's what the algorithm wants. And even if it's just a thing, a hello or a couple of words, that would be fantastic. I'll try to get back, respond to any particular comment as best I can, as best time allows. I work full time and then some sometimes. So that's it. Finishing that off, hit the bell for notifications, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all on the next one. Thank you for your time.